listen to me ramble about a group I like over a Speedpaint where I might even delve into my process a little bit if I can even get to it. But anyways, I want to talk about this group called Group Therapy, which I am recently been kind of obsessed with. They're really, really, really good. Honestly, the reason why I keep TikTok nowadays is, of course, some of the videos are funny, but mostly because I like finding new artists on there. Every now and then, I'll find a musician that I've never seen before that I think is really good, and then I find out their music is on Spotify, and then I eat it up, and they live in my playlist forever. And Group Therapy is definitely one of the top ones I found, and maybe one of the favorite ones that I had found, especially this year. Basically, Group Therapy is a group of friends who all got together and made a band, which we don't see often nowadays, you know? Not enough friends come together and make a music group. But they did. They're all childhood stars, which is actually a very interesting aspect about them. A lot of them are in varying degrees of stuff that I recognize. The one that I recognize the most is TJ, who is on the far right. If you're looking at the three portrait, you can see me struggling to draw him over and over again because he has probably the hardest face to draw because his face is very distinctive. But that aside, I recognized him from the show Lab Rats, if you've ever seen that on Disney XD, and I was like, oh, I was literally in love with the show and kind of in love with him. And my brother and I used to watch it all the time, so I was like, I gotta see it, you know? I loved his brother in Let It Shine. I loved him in Lab Rats. I've never heard him rap. I gotta hear him rap. And the first song I heard was Yikes, which I'm pretty sure he's on. When I was on TikTok, it said he wasn't on it, but then when I checked Spotify, it says he's on. But that's not really the song that, like, even though it's the song that got me into it, the song that I heard him on that I was really obsessed with was the song Untitled, which is just him, though it's under the Group Therapy name. You'll see, like, their names are listed depending on who's in what song. But I really, really like that song. I like his lyricism. I think his lyrics are very honest and very raw. He does very good angry rap, which my brother and I have talked about very often. But he's not the only pull. Don't get me wrong. As much as, like, I love his music and I love him, the other two are just as good. Swim, I love how smart and, like, sharp his words are. Like, he's really, like, clever with the way that he talks. Some of my favorite lines I have ever heard were from Swim. Don't talk about my pronouns, but you can know I'm him? Hello? Excuse me? And then don't even get me started on Jada. First of all, Jada does a lot of the vocals, a lot of the singing in a lot of the songs, but she can hit just as hard in her raps. If you ever heard Raise It Up, oh my god, she is killing it, she is killing it, she is killing it. Anyways, I think everybody should probably give them a try and give them a listen. My favorite song personally is American Psycho. If you ever pick up their album, it's called I Was Mature for My Age, but I Was Still a Child. It has, like, the songs are really good. The second, I think it's like the second or third song on the album, American Psycho, oh my god, it makes me into an insane person. It really, really, really does. And when I heard it, my brother and I, we were talking about it, and we realized, like, whoa, their music sounds like it should be into, like, in the Across the Spider-Verse, or like in the Spider-Verse, or Beyond the Spider-Verse. In the Spider-Verse movies, they have, like, literally, like, this, like, because, like, the soundtrack for those movies are really good. I would kill for them to be in those movies. They get it, all right? Because, like, okay, American Psycho has this very, like, raw, like, I don't even know how to explain it. Like, the lyrics, the anger, the emotion. Oh my god! Like, yes, I go crazy, I go psycho. You're so right. And my brother was all like, "Oh man, if, like, they were, like, they should be, like, I don't know, like Hobie Brown's, like, bandmates or something." And so I was like, oh, I should draw them in that Spider-Verse style, which you see me attempt, though I don't think I succeeded. I think I turned it into something very different. But for, like, the portrait area, that's what I tried to do. It's not the same, though I am really proud of it. I still think it looks very good. The very painted style. You'll see me sort of Actually, so as far as like difficulty goes, Jada to me is maybe not the easiest. She was the easiest to draw in a sense, but I really struggled with her hair. You'll see me do that right now. Swim was easy to draw, but not easy to paint, surprisingly, which I didn't expect. But I think he came out. I think he came out fine. He was just a little bit of struggle, but I think it's also because I was fighting with this style a little bit. But I really like the way that Jada came out. She looks really, really, really nice in this one. She's really, really pretty. Oh my gosh. Then you see me start on TJ. Honestly, the fact that they're all blonde, at least I don't know if they're still all blonde, but they were all blonde for the shoot, all blonde for this album. They were blonde for a minute. Just the look, and yet they're all blonde, yet they all look like a different type of blonde. I don't know. That's kind of crazy to me. I don't know why I'm talking about that, but it matters to me. Anyways, you'll see me color TJ. TJ is the hardest to draw, hands down. Every single time I'm fighting for my life, you will see that it's literally related to TJ. If you go back in this video, don't do it right now. If you go back in this video and you look at the time where I'm sketching, you will see me go back and redraw TJ's face like a billion times. And I don't know. I don't know why he's so hard to draw. Honestly, like, it shouldn't be that hard. Why am I struggling? But yep, you see me mess around with sort of give them a little more unity. Their skin, when I was picking out skin tones, it was kind of a struggle because color picking from photos isn't as easy. Like, they're not cartoon characters, they're not filled in with a solid color, so like I had to like sort of base it off of what I see. Oh, and this is me changing up the style. I wanted this collage look for this piece. So I wanted to do like different styles and different sort of colors and like vibes. So I wanted to do this really scribbly, kind of fun, kind of printed style for this one. You see the black, and that looks really good. And then I moved on to this one. I didn't know what I wanted to do. You'll see me sort of struggle with the different pens. I'll figure it out eventually. Don't worry about it. But I settled on this rainbow pen. Because have you ever seen like girls, like the artist girlies do these like artist like rainbow sketches? I really like the way that looks. And then I do it in watercolor, these like watercolor brushes, because they have this song called Watercolor in their album, There Goes the Neighborhood. So I thought it'd be cool. And then I write, Do Your Shit Best Friend, because that's also another song that I really like. Oh, and I based the colors off of the There Goes the Neighborhood album, because they're all like color coded in there, and I believe in color coding. There I write their names. I actually traced the way that they wrote it for the album, because they write their names on the album. I was like, oh, it would look cool if it looked just like that, so I traced it. And then I was like, I need to do something for the background. So I became an insane person and wrote all of the lyrics to American Psycho. Here's the deal with that. It's all gonna get covered up. I put a lot of effort into it. I was like, oh, I'm gonna write them in this sort of pen-looking pen. I'm gonna write them in like all lowercase, except for when the stuff where like, the stuff that really hits, the who am I, me, you decide, you find free. Like that stuff, I had to like, it was all based on moves. I actually color coded it, so like the yellow words, you won't really see it, it's not that obvious, are like Jada, and the blue are, and it's just like, they're all there. When I get to TJ's rap, you will see me become kind of insane because I love his verse in this one. Maybe because I'm just an angry person and I need that release. But I don't know. You see me start writing in all caps just the entire time. And I saved the all caps just for the I go crazy, I go psycho. Also, my favorite line ever in any song, maybe in all of rap, is hook a politician to a truck that's a drag queen. When I heard that, my brain literally exploded. If you live in Florida and you've been fighting Ron DeSantis for like years, you would know what I'm talking about, alright? That was life-changing. Anyways, I decided to fill this up with more like stickers, like to make it look a little more scrappy. I fixed the group therapy dot because I put it in the right place. They also have like, it's listed, so group therapy is listed as a family company, so I wanted to add some of that. There Goes the Neighborhood, based off of their album There Goes the Neighborhood, so you'll see that. It'll look, I just wanted to add some stickers. I wanted to add some texture. You see me put some tape, and then I changed the way that I wrote their was mature for their age but still children. Then I make their family company sticker. Looks like that. It's nice and pretty. and I mess around with that for a little bit. And yeah, I'm in love with them. They're so good. And that is my spiel.